Korea entered into an FTA with USA in 2007. And then according to the Korea-US FTA, the Korean legal service market would be open to US lawyers and US law firms in three stages over 5 year period. And in the first stage of agreement, US lawyers would be allowed to practice US laws in Korea, and US law firms would be allowed to open branch offices in Korea, hiring their own US lawyers, practicing their law. And the second stage, which would be after 2 years when the FTA becomes effective, for US law firms would be allowed to have a strategic alliance with Korean law firms. This means US firms can have a fee sharing agreement with Korean firms. And the third and final stage, which will come up to 5 years when FTA becomes effective, foreign law firms would be able to hire Korean lawyers, enter into joint venture, or acquire Korean law firms. Okay.
Could you outline for me how the Korean Bar Association has been working with the Korean government to advance the cause of legal market liberalisation?
While the negotiation with USA is going on, KBA assisted the government in its decision making by providing information how the current legal market is and what are the pros and cons discussed among what are the pros and cons of the opening market discussed among its members. After FTA has been entered into, the government has been preparing a bill which is called Foreign Legal Consultancy Act, and KBA has been assisting them in preparing the draft. This bill actually has been this bill has been approved by National Assembly of Korea this year, March, and actually this bill was prepared in compliance with Korea-US FTA, but actually it applies to any country which has FTA in Korea.
Yes.
So this means legally, from this bill becomes effective after 6 months, which is September this year. So from September this year, any law firms from a country which has effective FTA with Korea can open a branch office in Korea. But actually, there are only 4 countries which has ratified FTA so far,
yes.
And US-Korea FTA and Korea-EU FTA has not been ratified. So the time when the US lawyers or EU lawyers appearing in Korean market would be when they ratify their own FTA.
Yes. Now we've talked about how the liberalisation process is 3-stage, presumably to lessen the impact that it will have on Korean lawyers and Korean law firms. But notwithstanding, in your opinion, is liberalisation set to affect the Korean legal market and Korean law firms adversely?
Well, it affects certain law firms. For example, Korean law firms specializing in the areas of tax or shipping or shipping or any other area with Korean law expertise, they will not be affected because this is not the area where international firms can offer their service. And boutique firms also, they have already carved a niche in the market, so I don't think they will be forced out of the market. I think it's the leading law firms with full services. They will be affected because they are currently competing in the same area with the international law firms.
Yes.
Yeah.
The final question I have for you is that in previous discussions with ALB and mainstream media, the Korean Bar Association has said that it will work with Korean lawyers to help prepare them for more meaningful liberalisation. So the second and third steps that you were referring to before. Could you outline for me what the Korean Bar Association is doing there?
Actually, lawyers working in big law firms, they get necessary training from their own firms, so our help would not be needed. But the sole practitioners, they don't have that kind of opportunity. So Korean Bar is preparing also to have training programs, introducing foreign laws and languages. so that they can be prepared. In addition, Korean bar is actually in these days actively participating in international conferences and seminars and trying to build a stronger relationship with foreign bar associations.
Ms. Lee, thank you for your time today.
Thank you.